Alright, we're redoing that. Hello, Video Journal. I just wanted to make sure my mic was on before I started recording, and I accidentally recorded without checking, so here we are. Right? You know, life is good. Life is good. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen, right? And of course I've been doing other things with my life. But here's what's relevant right now. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen. Last time I did a Video Journal, I was playing on this one character called David of Steel, right? And, you know, I was like trying out veteran difficulty, right? That was sort of the point. And I completed that run. You may notice that I have a few other accounts right now. So, David of Steel did the Radiance ending. Here's what I kind of ended up looking like. Oh yeah, I also had increased enemy density and slight vestige decay. That I was like fucking around with, right? Well, you know, this was like strength build, like, you know, I was like fucking around, you know, strength, agility, you know, my stats were like fucking all up in there. Now, after that, after I got the Radiance ending, I did not expect the Radiance ending to pan out like that. And by the way, the Adir boss fight is fucking ass. I just want to preface that. It was fucking ass. And I heard that it used to be even more ass, but honestly, I would have preferred that more ass version, because this new version isn't... Look, the original version was ass because it was like this like really insanely uninspired, boring gimmick fight where you just kill ads until you win. But at least it wasn't bugged, right? Because currently his fight is like Effigy of Adir or something. No, that's how you get in. There's like the fucking Eidolon of Adir, and he is so buggy. I had to restart the fight like 3 separate times, not because I died to him, but because he would like teleport like he usually does, but randomly out of nowhere, I don't know what the chances are, he would despawn. But it happened to me like 3 times in a row before I finally killed him before that despawning thing happened. And when he despawns, you don't win the fight, you just get soft locked. So you have to jump off the ledge and kill yourself, which I'm glad is there, otherwise you'd have to use like limited resources like Vestige Moths or some shit to get out. And I don't know if the Desecrated Vestige Moth is a reusable item or not, because you get it when you get your first Vestige Seed. I would think it's reusable, because it's similar to, like, maybe it's similar to Dark Sign and, you know, Dark Souls or whatever. But, I don't know. But I'm just glad I don't have to resort to that. Anyways, after I did that shit-ass ending, it also, I thought the ending itself, like, I thought the narrative was cool. It was literally just the gameplay that sucked. Like, even though I was getting parry timings and roll timings and, like, learning how to poise through certain attacks that I felt like I should have poised through, that despawning thing was just a whole nother world. Like, God, I thought the moveset was pretty fun if it wasn't bugged. But, anyways, it's ass because of how bugged it is, and it just ruined my immersion. I'm like, alright, how the fuck, right? Anyways, the ending was cool because it's like, is Orias actually a good guy? Because I actually kind of thought Orias, like, was pretty good until it was like, in light they fall. It's like, wow, okay, like, that actually seems pretty brutal for Orias. Like, is Orias even real? I mean, his magic's real, but, like, fuck. He has to be real. You just don't see him like you do with a deer, I guess. But then I did Exactor Lilith, which, like, I unlocked the new class, Radiant Purifier, and I wanted to basically make a Radiant character that goes for the Adir ending, and see what that's like. So I, like, pumped Radiance to, like, hell and back, and the whole thing was, like, Exactor Lilith starts off, like, all Radiant at first, but after meeting Damaros and meeting horrible, Hollowed Sentinels and whatnot, with the exception of Pieta, she is awesome, but, you know, there has to be some sacrifices here. Exactor Lilith learns, you know, as an Exactor, she learns that Radiance fucking sucks. So she is so petty that she is going to use Radiance to destroy Radiance, right? And that was basically that. And I actually had a lot of fun on this build. At first I was really confused on where I wanted to go with it, and then I just got Pieta's sword and just went ham. It was really fun. Pretty brainless, honestly. But I did like the fucking starting spell, Piercing Light. It is so versatile, especially with enemy density. And of course I did all those dog shit game modifiers to get the achievements. with Tremendous Vestige Decay on veteran mode. Now here's my new character that I started just last night, and where I'm at, I literally just killed Pieta and got to Skyrus Bridge, and I'm like, I'm gonna hop off because it's late at night. But I wanted to play as Blackfeather Ranger because he seemed really versatile, and I wanted to play with bows because they actually looked really fun. I just never had an agility build to like fuck around with them. So I'm like, I'm gonna do Blackfeather Ranger and play around with like a dexterity build, or like just be extremely versatile. Like sort of the opposite of David of Steel, where like I'm gonna be mainly pumping agility with some strength, and then my other stats, you know, endurance, vitality, right? However, I named him Steel Soul John because he looks basic as hell. If I could take off his armor, I'd show you it's like he's pretty a basic looking guy, you know. He looks happy too. He's just like a happy guy. You can kind of see a smile. But it's on veteran mode with Withered Healing, enemy density, and Tremendous Vestige Decay for the final achievements in the Master of Fate section of achievements or whatever. So yeah, there's that. There is something I want to do though. This is a character that I was playing with my friend, but he doesn't play this game anymore. Like he's just got really bored and just abandoned our playthrough. It was supposed to be like us two, like running through the game, and I was like gonna be ranged. He was all up in there, but he stopped playing, which makes me sad because I actually kind of enjoyed this character until I didn't. Pyromancy is like kind of boring compared to Radiance. Like Pyromancy is a lot harder to use when you're solo, but Radiant stuff is not hard to use because like at least for me, like I didn't find a really good Inferno weapon in my opinion. And this is like my original character that I made when I first started this game, and I'm kind of scared to go back on him just because like I don't know where I am. Oh, I got to lower Calorath and just quit. This game on release was, you know, I'll admit it was pretty, like, there's some stuff wrong with the game. But I was also going into it expecting this game to be Elden Ring. So, okay, something that I want to do. I wanted to try PvP. So I'm going to go on David of Steel. I want to try PvP because there's an achievement for killing someone in PvP. And I want to go for the Platinum. So, I don't know what's going to be better for PvP, if, like, I should be using a straight sword, or whatever. Nothing else really is good. So, I mean, this was my build when I beat the game. Final boss was kind of buns, I won't lie. Settings. I don't know where I'm supposed to find this. I had to look it up, and apparently it's in settings, and it's automatically disabled, which I think is kind of BS. Like, I think they should tell you that. Yeah. No. Oh, I'm glad that's an option. Look. Yes. This is all great. This is all good stuff. So now that I have Crimson Rituals on... Whoa, what? I just got so many pop-ups at once. Why? Apply? Hello? What just happened? Allow Crimson Rituals. Yeah, that's on. Just said I was not online there. Yeah, put me on. Yeah, there we go. That was really strange. Let's just see if my runes are... I mean, I cannot find any good diamond runes, so this is just completely arbitrary. But, I mean... Let's see. Further damage while blocking. I mean, I think I'll just do... think I'll do this. More ammo. Multiplayer. Invade. I'm scared. This is my first time doing invasions on Lords of the Fallen. I'm fucking terrified. My life has been pretty good recently. I've been away from Instagram for a very long time now, except for that diary account, and it feels so good. Like, genuinely, like, it feels like I just stopped caring about so many people that I feel like I should not have cared about. What I do miss is the political accounts I used to follow, because I feel like my news intake has been ass lately, and I've been relying on, like, notifications from New York Times or whatever, and, like, my friends. So I on my diary account, I might follow, like one or two, like, news sources. Because I do feel like Instagram is, like, a good place to get your news, because it's, like, you get both, like, the extremely opinionated people and the accounts dedicated to, like, journalism, and you kind of got to, like, learn, like, how to filter it out. And I have no idea if me filtering it out is, like, is biased or anything. I hope not. I hope I'm not super biased. But we all have bias, so. But I prioritize, like, non-biased journalists. Like, I watch CoffeeZilla and Voidzilla, his alt account, and I do watch, like, some YouTube videos that talk about, like, what's going on in the world, but it's normally, like, from YouTubers that, like, I enjoy watching, like Moist Critical, CoffeeZilla again, and whatever's interesting on my feed. And usually that stuff is not very interesting, unless it's, like, pretty dramatic. Like, the Epstein Files is always interesting. Like, it's crazy that that is fucking going on in our world right now. What's been going on politically with all that shit. At least to what I know. And my knowledge from those videos. But at the same time, I've been, like, living a good life. Oh, shit! Oh, shit. I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking scared. What's my game group? How many people? How many people are here? Ryan Protector arrived. Oh my fuck. I'm fucking terrified. Holy shit. Holy shit, Ka. Holy shit. Oh, here's their vestige. Here's their vestige. What? Okay. They're in this section then. They must have, like, planted the vestige seed and then, like, wanted to, like, yo, what's going on? Ah! Alright, we're switching to a straight sword. I fuck with the straight sword. I'm scared. Alright, we need some enemies. I don't know if they're, like, dedicated, like, ganking here. There we go. This is actually quite fun. Lambert slaughtered. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Oh, I killed a 27 severed hands? Whoa, what the fuck was happening on my screen? That was laggy when we were getting out of there. What did I just get? Did I, like, get a weapon? Sword of Skin and Tooth. Did I literally just get that? Because I've never upgraded this in my life. I've never upgraded Sword of Skin and Tooth on this account, and I don't have the fucking drops that, like, give me pre-upgraded gear on this account. Do I get that when I kill someone? Maybe it's a random weapon? I actually kind of want to try this. Hold. That... What? Dude. If this shit gives me weapons, like, that is sick. Let's see. Should I reduce the weapon weight? Is this heavy? Oh, that is heavy. Wow. Let's see. Socket runes. Yeah, I'll reduce the weapon weight. I want to take that. Wait. I have a genius idea. Hold on. Oh, I'm medium now. Okay, let's try it. Oh, I kind of want to mate again. That was actually cool. I actually fucked with it. Like, that felt smooth. I don't know if I got lucky. I've heard things about this PvP. I've heard that, you know, it's not great. Yeah, I'm waiting on the multiplayer. But that was on release. When this game was, like, on release and stuff. So, am I gonna get my multiplayer or not? Something went wrong. Why? Why? Yeah. Did I turn it on? What the fuck? Maybe it's like where I live. Oh. I think it's active. What? Well, I got the achievement. I could mess around with it some other time. Defeat another player in PvP. That was cool. Yeah, that sucks. Although I got a cool sword out of it. Jagged metal teeth. Man, sick. Oh, that is sick. That is so sick. That looks really cool too. I mean, I knew I already had one. But it just gave me a +10 for winning. Like, ugh, let me play. I actually really want to play. Whatever. Back to my Iron Man. Lords of the Fallen, hello. Man. One thing I will say is that this game takes forever to load. Like, ugh. Like, I have a PS5, and look, I am on dorm Wi-Fi. Honor's dorm Wi-Fi, mind you. And it's not... I mean, I won't sit here and say it's the greatest thing, but I do know people in my fucking dorm play Marvel Rivals and shit like that. So it's like... How? I'm literally, like, just playing a video game, man. Like... I'm gonna be living in an apartment next year, so my Wi-Fi will be better after this summer. But yeah, oh yeah, dude, I fucking love the vibes on Black Feather Ranger. Like, my favorite thing, not my favorite thing actually, but I will say, I love the vibes on, like, a survivalist, like a man who's just trying to live. Like, I'm just trying to survive out here. A versatile survivalist build. Like, and you don't really get that in Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Because, like, I'll be real. I fuck with Lords of the Fallen combat way more than Dark Souls or Elden Ring. And I was just thinking this about before starting the journal. But I was thinking, like, pilgrims that are gonna push me off. Ooh. I was just thinking this before starting my video journal, but I was like comparing like no death runs, because I did a lot of no death runs, never successful on Dark Souls 3. On Dark Souls 3, I did a lot of no deaths, and the farthest I got was like Pontiff Sullivan. Early game was especially hard, I won't lie, but it's like I won't sit here and say Dark Souls 3. Like, here, I'll just give you my brutal opinion. I think Dark Souls 3... Also, look, you don't get this in Dark Souls 3. Hold on. I'm, like, messing with the controller. Yeah, come on, buddy. Dark Souls 3 no death run is harder than what I think Lords of the Fallen no death will be like. And I say that simply because every single time I lost a Dark Souls 3 run, like no death run, like I died to some bullshit, it's because I would get so bored with the combat, especially in early game. Like, I would get so goddamn bored with the combat that I would just do something risky just because I was bored. And, like, play riskier. Because you could, theoretically, just play so insanely safe with a straight sword and a medium shield in that game, and just be... You could first try everything in that game if you just play safe. I'm not about that life. Especially when a game's that boring. In Lords of the Fallen, sometimes I feel like I have to play risky. Like, playing risky, if I play safe versus risky, I'll die. You know? Oh, shit. Sometimes I do have to aim with this bow. I heard headshots do more damage in this game. That was probably not a headshot. Dude, bows in this game are so cool. Man, I've been loving it. I've been loving it. I'll come back here later. I'm gonna do normal Pilgrim's Purge. Oh, I got the timing off on that. I wanted to parry. I want to get the parry off. Oh, alright. You get fucked. Boy, get off. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 combat, like, in a nutshell, I just think... Wait, I want to see if I can get a headshot. I'm going to sit really close to my screen. Oh! Okay, so if I get a headshot, I can save ammo on these pilgrims. So... Plus just 1 ammo? Like, damn. Like, I feel so, like... Look. Oh man, I want to finish this thought so bad because I have so many good feelings on it. So, Lords of the Fallen Glaze, incoming. So, after Dark Souls 3, you know, not Glaze. Whatever the opposite of Glaze is. Come on, hit me. Oh, I got you. Oh, you're downloaded. You're downloaded. Dark Souls 3 combat is so boring that I would take unnecessary risks. And on top of that, it is literally just R1. You just R1 and then you roll. In Lords of the Fallen, you have to choose whether you want to block an attack, whether you want to sidestep an attack, or whether or not you want to outright roll an attack. Like, go for the big roll, you know. Oh, fuck. That's, okay, not downloaded quite yet, but we're getting there. But I just think that alone just adds so much more to, like, this combat. Like, genuinely. And it just makes it so much more fun for me. Like, I have to handle each enemy differently. Like, it may not look like it right now. Like, I am just kind of R1ing right now. But I will say, like, the ability to parry with anything. Like, I can parry with a two-handed axe if I wanted to. And I'll do it. I'll do it. Once I fight one of those. I won't do it on a Pilgrim because I don't really know their melee moveset too well. Because it's like they usually just get stun locked anyways. There's this guy. Here, you know what? Let's see if I can parry this guy. Woo! Yeah, I want to be careful. Yeah, see? You can just parry with anything. So I could technically make a build. Like on David of Steel, sometimes like instead of using the straight sword, sword and board, I would go like a very heavy weapon like that with that mace. And I would parry with the mace. Like when I felt like I had to. And although it's worse than parrying with a shield, and also, if you miss a parry, you just end up blocking, which is less punishing than, like, other games when you miss a parry, because in other games when you miss a parry, you just take a hit. But in this game, you just block. And whether or not that's a good thing is up to your stamina management, and whether or not, like, you can deal with withered health, because, like, you know, withered health is also an issue, you know, and it's better than just outright taking the damage. But it can also, like, make you overconfident, like, oh, I'll get that health back, like, no worries, and then you take a stray fucking hit, and it's like, oh, now I'm one shot, you know, or now I'm just dead, right? And withered health in it of itself is a really cool mechanic. Like, whatever makes the combat systems more fun in Souls games will always do it good, like, in my opinion. Because, like, oh, man, like, when I think about Dark Souls 3, it's like literally like magic is so boring. This is actually a risky area.
Divine Adir. Witness.
Divine Adir. Is that Damaros? It sounds like her voice actor. It is. I think it is. That's her wavy hair. Wow. So, something, she was here in Skyward Bridge for whatever reason. Cool. I just fuck with this combat a whole lot more, and I'm gonna lose some withered health if I drop, but it'll be fine. Actually, no. Faithful Bludgeon. I'm scared for this run. Withered health, man. Withered healing is like so... Can you guys come out of the wall? Woo! Almost lost withered health. I'm gonna get it back with ranged attacks, which is so good. My favorite thing on the other build, on the Radiant Purifier build, on Exactor Lilith, I had the Withered Healing modifier on, and for melee combat, that sucked. But whenever I needed to heal, I would use some ranged attacks. I thought I just heard a violin. Or something. Some stringed instrument. Not in real life, in the game. I thought I heard it in the game. Alright, buddy. Oh shit, I messed up. Messed up that fucking roll. Alright. I will not die. Dying here is the tragedy. Boy. Okay. I'm gonna pop a heal. I'm gonna wait for you to hatch, so I can get more withered health. Maybe I'll just... I'm not that patient. No. I hear you. I know that's you, cuh. Okay. See? These parries are saving my ass right now. Oh. These guys used to fuck me up. Yoka. Are you serious? This is what I hate about these enemies, bro. They just get stuck. Who knows when they'll get unstuck and like try and kill me. Whatever. Nope. That is not my Uncle Lamb. We got the Skyros bridge key. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? What was I talking about? I was blazing Lords of the Fallen. I'll just make it short because it's really hard to get this thought out because I have so many thoughts. But basically, Dark Souls 3 No Death Run is harder simply because the game is more boring, and therefore I'll make it more interesting, which is therefore taking risks. In this game, taking risks is sometimes optimal. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, it's not optimal to take risks at all. Like, maybe like once a blue moon it's optimal. But like, in general, like, you should not be taking risks in that game. But in turn, it's like so incredibly fucking boring, you know? Like, the story and the world building and the music and even like the boss design and like some of the bosses are actually really fun. But like, man, my character is so boring. Like, my character, all he does is roll and swing his sword. And blocking attacks isn't even optimal unless you completely base a build around blocking attacks and having a fuck ton of stamina. Like, God, it's so... That game, man. Like, when I played the game for the first time, it was good. Like, right? Dark Souls 1 is like, alright. I'm not a big fan of Dark Souls 1. I played the remastered. And, like, it was, like, I really hated it at first, and then it kind of grew on me a bit. But still, it was, like, whatever. It wasn't, like, the most amazing experience. I will say, the level design in that game, very good. But, another thing I will say, end game not good. Level design in the first half of the game, very good. Anything past Anor Londo, not very good. You know. Let's see. I also have this habit of like, I want to get every single item and play a no death playthrough like a normal playthrough, or like I just explore even if I've already explored. So. That also contributed to my Dark Souls 3 deaths. This is my first attempt at a... I can believe that. Ooh. This is my first attempt at, like, no death on Lords of the Fallen. And I've done a few playthroughs now with some crazy modifiers on, and I've died minimally. Like, I'd probably died under 10 times. Maybe that's a lie, actually. But I felt like I did pretty good. And I've been getting used to, like, my least favorite enemy are those, like, sunless warriors with the spear and shield, and they summon, like, the swords and the cages and whatever. But I've been getting used to their moveset recently. Oh, fuck. What is wrong with me? What? I'm supposed to go get the item. What was I doing? I'm getting lost in the sauce here. But, also, I called him Steel Soul because, you know, Steel Soul, Hollow Knight. I still gotta do a Steel Soul on Silksong. This shit is so hard. This shit is so hard, man. Yeah. Steel Soul to reference like Hollow Knight, it's Deathless Mode, and then John because he's just a simple, humble guy. Like John is such a humble name. Like whenever I meet a John or something, or like someone's named John, it's like that's just a cool guy, laid back, Like not to make assumptions based on your name, but like that's who you are to me. Whenever I find out your name is John, right? It's not a bad thing, but yeah, John. Right? There's a guy in my Middle East ensemble named John. Yeah, here's your fucking thing. Here's this. I gotta go this way. Yeah, they loved each other. Happily ever after, man. How many faint vigor skulls? I played with random loot last time, so it's like I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy now that like I'm playing through a normal game, because that game that was like fucking crazy. What's good?
Careful.
I'm sure you don't.
All I want, what's a poor?
Oh, I forgot to talk to you.
I know it doesn't. It's a harsh, but a tree that does. It's a hard, but a tree that does.
Oh, you're not selling shit yet. Yeah, that's whatever. Oh, I probably heard the violin because I distantly heard this theme. Probably. Upgrade. We're gonna upgrade health, obviously. It's such an important stat. Do I have... Brother of Paladin Isaac. So Samuel is the brother of Isaac. So I rested, right? I can't remember if I rested. I did, because I'm not an Umbral. So... let's see. There are some other things I want to talk about. There have been things that have been happening in my life. For one, Naya has not texted me at all. But I've been feeling like I've been getting over her. Like, I've been finding this whole, like, her not wanting to communicate with me, like, not attractive. Like, and I feel like that's normal, right? If someone doesn't want to talk to me, then it's not attractive. Because it's like, I don't want to bother that person, It's like, if my presence is bothering them, then why would I talk to them? So, there's that. Bruh. I'm gonna make you eat shit. Point down, point down, point down. Oh, man. But, I don't want to bother, like, if I'm that much of a bother, like, where she doesn't want to text me, like, then that's fine. And I've been feeling like I've been moving on, Ooh, I really want to get the headshot. Woo! Oh shit. I want to get the headshot so bad. Was that a headshot? I think that was a headshot. I don't think it was, actually. Yeah, what's good? I also learned that you can kick someone when they have no posture. And you can get the Grievous Strike, which is quicker than a charged heavy, I'll admit. I'm gonna try it on this guy. Do it. Get up. No. Hit me. Oh, fuck. You did that. You know what? It'll come naturally, I think. So now we got this over here.
Hello, Sentinels.
This does not have a ton of rally. I don't know if it's because I'm not doing enough damage. Maybe that's just a thing of early game. I actually think it is a thing of early game. I will get a lot more withered health later down the line.
And we are yet to see whether you are deserving of that honor.
Oh, I need to continue a little bit of my Lords of the Fallen Blades before I continue with the other stuff.
To the teachings of Judge
I fucking love
my
how they did bows in this game, and how they did spell casting in this game, and how you can replenish your mana or ammunition with like very easy to find and buyable items. Like, it's just done so well, and it's like almost like this is how it should be done in every game. Almost. Like, that's how they did it in Demon Souls, and people said it was too OP in Demon Souls. I think that's the balancing on the spell's behalf, and not just the fact that you can regen it. Like, look, spells are really good in Lords of the Fallen. Melee is also really good in Lords of the Fallen, because they give melee builds an option of range because of ammunition. Like, I could use an unarmed hand and just throw these, like, throwables. Like, you know, I've got, like, a rock. Like, I can just get someone's attention. I can throw a bloody hatchet. It gives me access to status on an otherwise statusless build. And if I just go agility, like, if I'm more of an agility build, I even have bows, man. I have bows. You can do crossbows. I haven't tried crossbows, but I'm assuming, like, they're sort of similar to bows.
The cleric, more often than might
Yeah.
speak, us upon the
I don't even care about you, honestly. I already did your quest. And I have an agility build. This character does not give a fuck about religion. We grew up in the woods, man. We only give a fuck about bow and arrow and hot chip. Like, oh shit. Eat hot chip, man. I'm gonna fight this boss and then continue my story. So now I'm gonna have to lock in a little bit. Even though you fight so many of these people. Here. So, how are we gonna do this? Lure you. Alright, that's a kick. I'm not playing on better difficulty just because this is Iron Man. Oh shit. Now is not the time to be ranged. Oh! Genuinely downloaded? Okay. That was good. That was good. I'm getting good, man. I'm getting good. Part of me really wants to do the Umbral ending now, but definitely not on this character. Maybe I should have done a character for Umbral ending before I do Iron Man, but whatever. I don't think I'm gonna do it the Umbral ending though, because I don't know if there's any like unique bosses or anything that I should be like worried about. I don't know. Oh yeah, you also like unlimited, quote unquote, unlimited arrows. Like, it's not tied behind buying a consumable, aka arrows. It's tied behind either buying or finding ammunition pouches, and you can also replenish your ammo by just resting, just like you can with mana. So there's that. Also, I don't really know what the difference is between veteran mode and normal mode. Like, I don't really see a difference other than like enemies just attack less often. Oh shit. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I thought that was a headshot. Okay. That took a little more ammo than it needed to. I am scared on this Iron Man run to die to parkour. I do have slight stick drift, and sometimes that messes up the direction I roll in. So boy, out my lobby. I should heal. You know, why not, actually? I also always have an apprehension to heal. Like, I'm always like, I need to naturally regain my HP so I can conserve my heals. But right now, I don't really have a way of doing that. Plus, this is a no-death run, and even though I just... Oh my god, get out my... Even though I just bitched about, like, playing it safe and why I shouldn't do that, sometimes you do gotta play it safe. Like, genuinely, like, sometimes I play it too safe to the point where it kills me. It's like, oh, I shouldn't use my heal yet. I should save it for when I really need it, and then I just die because it's like, oh, I didn't know I really needed it right then. Okay, let's get these headshots for maximum... Ugh, fucking controller. For maximum health regain. Oh, damn it. Come on. I also found out you can soulflate enemies in a direction of your choosing, which is cool. I found that pretty neat. It's down here. Taking this real slow. We're in Pilgrim's Perch. We're vibing it out. I forgot. What is this? More vitality? I forgot to get the Saintly Quintessence from that arena. Whoops. Once I find a place, I need to go get that. Yo, fuck off. Actually, I'll go get it right now. I just didn't want to go back while I was in Umbral, but I can definitely go back now. Oh, and I forgot to unlock the shortcut, so everything is all fine and dandy. Also, this fit is fire. Anyways. Oh yeah, real life shit, right? I got 12 minutes to talk about that. On some real life shit, yeah, Naya has not texted me since then. It's been like 10 days now, and has not reached out to me one singular time. So I've taken that as a sign that, you know, she's trying to put some space between us. And I'm going to respect that. And that's the end of that. We've already talked about this. But next thing on the list that I want to talk about there's that, and you know, I'm just not gonna take any risks. Man, I guess I have to take a risk. I mean, it's not really a risk. I already cleared out the enemies. But, like, let's just continue forward, but in Umbral. It's so scary being in Umbral. And I also really fuck with the fact that, like, you can make a mistake in the real world and you come back in Umbral. And it's like Iron Man. You know, so, like, I can afford one death if it's not in Umbral. And most of the time, when I'm in a boss fight, it's not in Umbral. Unless it's, like, the Hollowed Crow. Because, genuinely, I don't think you can fight that boss when you're not in Umbral. So, and if there is a way, I don't know how. And I would just prefer to fight it in Umbral anyways. So, there's that. Anyways, you know, I do want to talk a little bit about my violin instructor. Ooh, we have not heard that. Ooh, that elite pull. Yeah, y'all have not heard violin instructor in a hot minute. So, yeah. I'm gonna take care of that. Use an ammunition pouch. Because I ain't about this projectile plus parkour life. Boy. Who do y'all think you are? Let's see. So, yeah. You know, of course, I think the last time I even, like, mentioned the violin instructor, I said, like, oh, yeah, she just apologized for, like, not being able to give me lessons and that she would like to continue sometime, right? Of course, you know, this is her last semester and she's busy with her job. And so it's like, that is just, like, I'm not even... Why would I take that as flirting? Like, that's literally just, like, her being a responsible person. You know? Which I really appreciate. Yeah. But besides the point, recently, you know, we have had that same class together. This like other ensemble that we're in together, and there's this event that was being held at the Beaver Street Theater that we were invited to because of that class. And it's like, because we were in this class, we were able to get in for free. So I'm like, okay, like I might as well go. Much to my surprise, violin is yo, can you genuinely stop? Okay, something is wrong. My positioning, this is awkward. So we're gonna pop this and we're gonna play good. Fuck. Okay, something is wrong. We're gonna pop this. We're gonna get this Grievous Strike. We're gonna be very careful. That was scary. That was scary. Holy. Anyways. Much to my surprise, she was actually playing at this event. She was telling me that in class. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to it. Are you? And she's like, I'm actually playing at it. I'm like, oh! So I go and I watch, and like, it's this very experimental, and it's like awesome. She does amazing. And then the main event comes. Like, she was like the pre-show. Like him, no, her and my teacher were like the pre-show. They played together. The teacher of that class, obviously, that I was a part of, that let me get in for free. But main person arrives and he does like this weird electronic stuff. I'll be honest, it really hurt my ears, but I can appreciate the different headspaces he was putting me in. And he was the first person in the world to ever like play a synthesizer on stage like as his main instrument. So it was cool meeting someone like that. And he also, fun fact, I bought his book because he said there's a story of him receiving a gun-shaped dildo from the head of the Death Squads. At some point in history, whenever the Death Squads were a thing. He said he was on the anti-American side. I fucking love this bow so much. You don't even know. You do know. I love it. But after, after watching them perform, Tador was like, hey, would you want to catch a ride with me, like, back to your dorm so you don't have to walk? I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, in Tador, it wasn't just Tador and I. One of Tador's roommates was with her, the really shy one that I think I mentioned. Ugh! I fucking... Worst attack in the game! It's totally my fault that I keep falling for it. But goddamn! It gets me every time. Like, it's just quick enough and just not telegraphed enough to, like, fuck my brain up. Oh, man. I wonder if other people struggle with that same attack. Maybe just the way I deal with that enemy is weird. This leads nowhere, but I will nab that. There are some perks to being an Umbral that Anyways, she says to me, right? Here, we're gonna do that. We do have the
Another to do, and I'll tend
quintessence
to it.
thing.
For whatever it, the Hallows, but nothing. And remember,
Quintessence. Let's see. Upgrade. I'm gonna do some endurance. Get some stamina. Just in case I miss parries and I need to R1 a little more to take care of an enemy. And of course I want to eventually be light load so that I can take advantage of this pendant. Anyways. Yeah, we're going back. I got 4 minutes. So... yeah, she offers me a ride back, and after we each, like, bought a book, she was telling me, like, Nick, you should get back into reading. Flagstaff is such a great place to, like, get into reading. There's so many beautiful spots. I'm like, yeah, like, I'm into a lot of things right now, and she's like, you know, I get that. You know, she knows that I've been getting into violin. I've been getting back into swimming. I free solo. I rock climb. I skateboard. There's a lot of things that I do with my time. And I also play video games, obviously. Most prominently, I play video games. And she tells me, well, like, you know, you should come, like, read with us sometime. I'm like, oh, like, cool. Like, you guys read? And she's like, yeah, you know, we like to go to, like, one time, like, we went to this canyon and set up a hammock, and, you know, and she's talking about her and her roommate that I'm talking to both of them. And she was like, yeah, and, you know, we sat in the hammock and, like, squeezed into one hammock together, and, like, we read a book. And I'm like, oh, wow, like, that sounds fun. Like, you know, I'm happy for you guys. And I didn't say that, that's corny. But I didn't say I was happy for you guys, but I'd say, like, oh, that sounds cool. Like, you know, was it windy? And she's like, oh, yeah. Like, it was kind of hard to read, but it was very fun. And so, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to read with you guys sometime. Like, just, like, send me an invite. She's like, yeah, sure, like, maybe all 3 of us can squeeze into a hammock. And, you know, I feel like me last semester would have freaked out at that, but, like, honestly, I'm just like, yeah, sure. Like, fuck yeah, you know? Like, I've kind of gotten over all of my feelings for everyone right now. Like, you know, Tador is just this cute girl, but nothing is serious. Naya, I think we've already beat that horse, right? So, just a little immature and, you know, signals and whatnot. So, you know, yeah, sure. So we might read together, and I am looking forward to reading that book. I mean, a story about fucking getting a gun-shaped dildo from the leader of the Death Squads sounds like a really good read. So I want to do it. And yeah. I also have that performance coming up this Saturday. I've been practicing for this solo thing. I'm really excited. I think it'll be cool. I'm playing Duet from Mamori. I'm really scared. It's for this, like, it's for the Japanese Culture Club, and I messed around with them my freshman year, so, like, I kind of want to, like, repay them somehow, you know? Like, you know, for what you guys did for me, you know, back in freshman year, you know? Yeah, I'll swing by, I'll, like, play some music. They heard that I was picking up violin again, so they're like, hey, you should play us something. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely I will. I don't think I'm getting paid. Like, absolutely not. But, ammo pouches. I don't think so. But, yeah. That's my life. I hope everyone else's lives are going good. Like, if anyone's listening to this, I hope your life is going good. I've been feeling happy recently. Of course, like, I feel lonely, but I can feel happy at the same time. I do feel happy at the same time. I'm not trying to justify it. That's how I feel. I feel happy. I also feel a bit lonely. You know, there's some people that don't want to hang out with me. And yeah, my grades are, like, I'm satisfied with them, but I wish they could be a little better, like A's and B's, you know. And I kind of want my math grade to go up. It's a high C. I want A's and B's. And if I don't get A's and B's, then my honors is kind of in jeopardy. So there's that. But yeah, I fucking love neuroscience, the class I'm in. I fucking love Lords of the Fallen. I actually look forward to playing video games now. Something that I've been doing. Last 30 seconds. Here's some advice. Stop listening to music so often. I know it's the soundtrack of life, and I've been listening to music a fuck ton. I keep using my headphones when I go to the bathroom, when I walk somewhere, when I do fucking anything. But there's something in neuroscience called the default state, where if you're doing nothing and you're bored, you enter the default state, and there's a lot of brain activity and a lot of good stuff going on. So when you're walking to class, don't wear headphones. Please just enjoy yourself. Like, don't listen to music when, like, you're in your dorm or something. Okay, bye. Thank you.